Started to financially abuse me by using the fact that he paid for everything and he had the job against me. It was the bare minimum.
He's gaslighting you at that point.
Yeah. Every time like we get in an argument, he would be like, oh, well, I'm taking your vape, or I'm not buying you this, or I'm not getting you that.
Yeah, he's controlling you.
Yeah. And it was like I wasn't allowed to make any note of anything. Like if I noticed we were having less money because he was drinking more often, I couldn't say that because it was his money. And every time I needed something, even if I needed tampons, I would feel bad. And that's ridiculous. It was such an odd, horrible situation. And at that time, I had no clue. I just thought that this was normal, that all stay-at-home moms experience this, and that we all didn't have our own money.
But you realize now that it's not normal.
No, it's not normal. Like people who are in relationships like that, or marriages, like they tend to share bank accounts, they tend to have shared cards.
There's no control.
Yeah, there's no control. I thought that since it was his money, I was just supposed to follow suit and listen, and I did, unfortunately. He started to...
So I've been married and divorced 3 times. And one of the ways that men will keep you in toxic situations is by controlling the money. Either they're going to keep it from you. The more subtle ways that they'll do it is they'll tie up all your time and free labor so you have less time to go make it for yourself, putting you at a significant disadvantage in the relationship. If this is you, here is how you're going to leave a financially abusive relationship in the next 6 to 12 months. Take notes and stick around until the end, because number 5 is the most important. Step 1, you're going to have to get a side hustle. That man knows that he has you tied up in household chores, and you're going to have very little time to work outside of the home. So go ahead and preempt that by getting a side hustle that you can work from home. If you need some ideas, there's a link in my bio that includes an ebook called 50 Side Hustles for Moms Who Want to Work From Home. Go grab it. Step 2, you're going to take some of that money that you've been making from your side hustle, and you're going to use it to relieve some of your duties at home. Free up a lot of your time and your energy, because now you don't have to argue with him about doing the dishes or taking the laundry or doing any of that crap. Now you can focus that energy on yourself. Step 3, now you're going to scale your business so you can make more money and free up more of your time by hiring help in your business. This is how I was personally able to go from making, a couple $100s a week to $10,000 a month by hiring help. Step 4, you're going to sit down with a pen and paper, and you're going to write out all your expenses, and you're going to figure out how much money you need to make to live on your own. Step 5, and for me, this is one of the most important. With that extra income from your business, you're going to start buying all the little essentials that you need to move. I'm talking about sheets, toasters, air fryers, dishes, utensils. You're going to buy all that stuff, and you're going to put it in a storage unit so that when moving day comes, you're all ready to go and you don't have these big moving expenses. Here's a sign that you've been looking for, mama. Get moving.
Financial abuse is one of the most subtle yet damaging forms of control in a narcissistic relationship. And it often starts so slowly, so sneakily, that you don't even realize what's happening until you're so far into it. This type of financial abuse often masquerades as generosity, which makes it really hard to spot. But here are some common tactics that they use to financially abuse you. They will control your finances under the guise of help. So they'll insist on handling all of the financial matters, saying like, let me handle the bills. You don't need to worry about them. You don't need to work, which seems so caring, but it gradually strips away your independence, your financial autonomy. They'll also start criticizing your spending habits, no matter how small. They'll say, do you really need that? And this constant criticism leads to self-doubt and guilt over personal spending. Again, trying to control you down to the little treat that you get at your favorite coffee shop. They'll also start restricting access to any financial resources. You might find yourself without access to bank accounts, credit cards, needing their permission for the smallest things like groceries, gas, again, fostering a dependency on them and limiting your freedom. And this one is really sneaky too. They will try to sabotage any employment opportunities. Like they might discourage you from working or advancing in your career, saying things like, you don't need to work, I'll take care of us. Again, undermining your financial independence and making you so freaking reliant on them. And in some very extreme circumstances, they will accumulate debt in your name. Without your consent, they will open credit cards, make significant purchases under your name, leaving you liable for debts that you did not agree to, which is the definition of financial abuse. These behaviors are about exerting control. They are not just wanting to manage finances, be the accountant of the house. By undermining your financial independence, they aim to make you reliant on them, complicating any efforts to leave the relationship. It's making it so much harder for you to live the life that you want to live if you have to rely on them for simple things. I think recognizing these signs is kind of that first step towards reclaiming your financial independence and just your independence in life in general. You know, just because they're not hitting you, putting hands on you, saying mean things to you, calling you names, doesn't mean they're not abusing and manipulating you. So if you're at all thinking that one of the above might be happening to you and you're noticing other patterns and behaviors too, just know that it doesn't have to be this way and you deserve so much better. There are people out there who will not control you, who will not manipulate you, who will let you live your truth, live the life that you want to live. I promise you there is hope.
Probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but if you're over the age of 21, an adult, do your parents help you out financially? I saw this thing on Instagram that said 50% of US parents are still helping out their children financially. But in the comment section, some people had their panties in a bunch. They were upset that some parents are helping out their adult children. And this is what I think about it. Please shut the fuck up. You are a parent forever. Even if you're 90 and your child is 70, you are a parent. If you are a parent and you have it financially to help your adult children out, if they're in need, why not help them out? You decided to lay on your back and make those babies who are now adults and they need financial help. And I'm not talking about the parents who don't have it financially. I'm talking about the parents who have it financially, but they want their children to struggle. I've heard a lot of parents say, oh, I want my children to struggle because if they struggle, that's the only way they're going to grow. Struggling sometimes helps you to appreciate things, but I feel like there's a thin line between struggling and suffering. Struggling and suffering are brother and sister. I feel like struggling makes you bitter. It makes you angry. It makes you want to fuck some shit up if you have to struggle your whole life. Thank God for my parents because my parents don't do this. But I have friends who, if they borrow $20, $10 from their parents, they have to pay their parents back by next week. It's almost insane if your parents have it financially, but you still have to pay them back the $10. I feel like it's bad parenting if you have it financially and you make your adult children suffer. Probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but if you're over
Not understand the point of owning a home. Not only do you have to pay an outrageous amount of money for a down payment on the house, but everything that breaks is then your responsibility to fix it. I don't have to bring my trash cans to the end of the street on trash night. All of my neighbors are super close, so I could just walk from apartment to apartment and meet friends easier. Anything that comes up, literally anything, I walk across the street to my leasing office, bang on their door and say, hey, I need this fixed. Now I don't have to pay anybody for it. You're telling me if I have a house, I have to call somebody in special to come and fix something, and then I have to pay them extra money to do it? I don't really think I'm interested in that. I don't want to mow my lawn, and I don't want to shovel snow in the winter. I just don't get the point of having a home. I do not understand the...
What immediately screams trashy parenting to you?
Financially speaking, I have a couple of these. The first being parents who will use their kids' name and social security number to set up utility services. And for the life of me, I don't know how they're able to pull it off, but people do it. And then to make matters worse, they don't pay the bills on time, which means their kids end up with bad credit before they even graduate high school. And the second would be parents who financially cut off their kids the moment they turn 18. I can't wrap my head around this because I don't understand what they think happens overnight where a 17-year-old will magically be able to completely support themselves. My senior year in high school, this happened to a girl that I went to Votech with. Now, we were graduating in June, but her birthday was earlier in the year, around like maybe March or February. So when she turned 18, her parents, they had a rule in their house where once you turn 18 and you're an adult, you're on your own. But when she turned 18, she had a choice. She either had to get her own apartment or start paying rent. And she was also responsible for her own food, her own clothes, what have you. It was on her. Her parents were no longer going in their pocket. And sure enough, when she turned 18, all of this fell on her, even though she was still in high school and had about 3 or 4 months until she got her diploma.
What about whenever he tells you that I'm tired of being used for my money? It's always about money. All you care about is money. All you want is money. See, what these guys fail to realize is every time they say something like this, they're basically telling you in so many words, I don't recognize your commitment to me on your actions and your affection, which is absolutely insulting if you think about it. So everything that you have done for him, he fails to realize your commitment to the relationship based on affection, love, respect, loyalty, all of those things he does not emphasize. That's what he's telling you. So if a man says, I'm tired of you being after my money, your response and your rebuttal should be, do you not realize all of the things that I do for you, all of the affection that I show you, all of the love that I instill in this relationship or in this marriage? Does all of that slip your mind? And if he doesn't have a response, then you know where his priorities lay. He's not even thinking about affection. He's not thinking about loyalty. He's not thinking about respect or love. He's quite literally in it for all the wrong reasons, and he's overemphasizing finances to cover up his lack of emotions.
I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just waited for the mailman to show up so I could get my paper check in the mail that I've been waiting for weeks. So I could come to the bank and deposit it. But because I have negative money in my account, I'm only going to get like a little bit of it because like I can only access $100 for the first day. So I'm probably going to have like $60 today. I haven't gone grocery shopping in probably a month. We have like no food to eat for dinner except for like mac and cheese and ramen. I have $300 electric bill that's overdue. My phone bill's overdue. I just gave my husband my last paycheck from last week so we could pay the mortgage 2 weeks late. And in 10 days or 11 days, the mortgage for next month is due. So it's like this paycheck isn't even like, why do I even have it? Like they might as well take my paycheck and just send it to all my bills. Like what's the point in me even getting my paycheck? It's like annoying. Like I'm not going to see it anyway. Not only that, but in like 3 weeks, I have to pay for summer camp because school's almost over. So it's like, that's another $700-800 that I have to come up with to pay for summer camp. And if I don't pay for summer camp, guess who can't work because their kid is going to be at home with them? Me. So obviously that's going to be like a major to do. Like I can't not pay summer camp. Not only do I have a personal loan and medical bills up the wazoo, like literally I have like a bill for like $3,000 from the hospital. I have like an $8,000 personal loan that was a consolidation loan from like a bunch of loans that I had. I haven't paid them in like 7 months. I owe them so much money. They call me like twice a day, dude. Like collections calls, and all I'm doing every day is doing my best. And I literally can't get ahead. Like I can't get ahead. I wake up and I fucking work. And these people are after me for money. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally trying my best. What do you want from me? I have side gigs here and there, like OF. Once in a while, I'll make like $60. But like, that's not really consistent. And like, I'm a painter. Like I have a ladder in the back of my car. I'm a painter, right? So like today, I literally didn't have enough tools to do my job. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Like I don't have the fucking shit that I need for my job. Like I can't even fucking work, dude. Like I'm so stressed. I literally can't. I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just
in my bills. You can't do that. Like
I just watched a girl kick out her boyfriend because he couldn't pay bills for the last 2 months.
Yeah, but he been paying the bills for the last 4 years.
She kicked him out with his kids.
Because why couldn't she do it without the problem?
But that's because, you know, the reason why is because they never had that open communication to actually tell somebody.
I feel like when men come in, they take care of women and they don't even, you taking care of women who don't even know how to save properly. You taking care of women who don't even know how to invest. And you taking care of women who, once you fall short, she don't know how to step up. Like y'all I'm not using the word y'all. Some men take care of the wrong women. Y'all is giving
so y'all
money to
traumatized
women who don't know what to do with Give me a break. And guess what? When you fall short, I'm gonna make sure you don't even feel like you're short.
Cause especially if I'm used to paying 100, you willing to pay 30%. That's a little break for me.
Now I can put more in the savings
maybe
account.
I would take that 30%
But
for now. We can work our way up. So
you know what
But
people
on here wanna. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to keep saying people and y'all.
If your man tells you to be a stay-at-home mom, don't do it unless he's like a millionaire. Straight up. Because I used to work. Now I don't work. But then I get yelled at because I'm spending money. Yeah. It's not working out for me. It's not. I don't like when a man tells me how and when to spend my money. Now, here's the argument that we're having. Okay. He's saying that I worked. But at the end of the year, I don't have a lot of money saved up. He's right. He is right. Because I spent money. But baby, I've paid for the birthday parties. I helped out with the rent. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay? I bought our daughter clothes. I paid for Disneyland twice. I bought shoes, shirts, clothes, toys, eating out, coffee runs. Because I'm just an independent woman. When I was working, like, I never was like, hey, I went to Target and I spent $100 on our daughter. Give me money. Never. Now that I'm not working, I'm stubborn. I still spend my own money. He gave me his credit card. And I do swipe it here and there, you know, for gas. Yes, baby. But I guess because I'm a Latina, I don't know. I still use my money and he gets mad. I got to go back to work because I just can't. I cannot do this. Like, we just got in a big argument about spending money. And I said, do you know that Middle Eastern men, pay for everything? He got so mad he walked out the house. Like, I really hurt him. And I feel bad. I shouldn't have said that. But if your man is not a millionaire, don't be a stay-at-home mom. You guys are gonna fight about money. I swear. Unless he's not that type and he don't care. But mine obviously does. We're trying to save up for a house. I get it. But it's like, my 1-year-old, her birthday's next week. I want to have a party for her. My 5-year-old, her birthday is in May. And she wants to have a party and invite her kindergarten friends. What are we going to say? I told him, I was like, let's just not have parties then. Let's just not have parties. Girl, we went to Walmart yesterday. Her birthday theme is Bluey. Yes. And I wanted like a birthday banner that said happy birthday with Bluey decor on it. It was $5. And he's like, no, we don't need that. Granted, he's right. But I'm like, it's so cute. He's like, we don't need that. He let me buy the Bluey plates. He's like, what do we need that for? I was like, what do you mean for the cake? He's like, you already bought plates and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but these are Bluey plates. Ugh, I just can't. Someone yell at me. Someone yell at me in the comments. I'm stressing.